The Missouri Senate put its final stamp of approval on the state's $28 billion operating budget for the 2018 fiscal year. 13 appropriation bills make up the state's operating budget.
I think at the end of the day, we got a really solid budget that we can be proud of. And what we hope we've done is crafted a budget that we don't start next year $450 million in the hole. That's not a good place to be. We're trying desperately to avoid that pitfall.
Lawmakers increased funding for K-12 education by more than $48 million, fully funding the state's education foundation formula. The General Assembly also increased funding for early childhood special education by more than $12 million.
Anytime we can give more money to education, it's probably not enough. And I kind of feel like the goalposts were moved, but we still made significant strides there.
Lawmakers were also able to save funding for medical coverage for more than 8,000 of the state's elderly and disabled. Through legislation using unused funds in the Office of Administration, lawmakers directed more than $30 million to help pay costs associated with in-home and nursing home care for some of the state's most vulnerable.
The Senate got very creative last night in a resolution they came up with for the hole in the budget to save people that are pretty vulnerable across our state.
However, not every group saw funding increase. The state's colleges and universities saw its funding cut by more than 6%. State employees did not receive a pay raise in the budget. However, lawmakers were able to fully fund MOSERS, the Missouri State Employee Retirement System.
I would still like to get to the long-term solution we've been talking about to take care of state employees, but at least making sure they understand the retirement system is funded properly is a good win for them.
The $28 billion spending plan now heads to the governor's desk for his approval. The state's fiscal year begins July 1st. Reporting from the state capitol, I'm Jonathan Lorenz.